Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the match reaction. Everton 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1 at Goodison Park today. You can probably hear by my throat how vocal I've been at the match today. Mainly at Mark Atkinson, if I'm honest, whose performance was nothing short of criminal. He was just so bad. Absolutely horrific. Every time we have him, he's atrocious. The man is atrocious. But then again, so is VAR. VAR nonsense again every week, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. And I was someone who thought that it would help the game, but the way it's being implemented is berserk, absolutely berserk. The game, the manager picked the team that I thought he'd pick, and I, no problems with that at all. It was a side that could have caused Tottenham problems. Obviously, we had the big boost with Harry Kane being missing for Spurs through illness. So he's normally, he's done very well the last few years at Goodison, so it was good that he wasn't playing. But the game was rubbish. The game was absolutely rubbish. Both sides were rubbish. They really were. Spurs, for me, at the moment, just on today's game, are the worst team that's come to Goodison this season so far, the way they played. And Everton were no better, so it tells you the level of the game. And Spurs have got some cracking players, but they just, for whatever reason, they're not performing. And Everton, I think we've got some good players, but we're not performing. There was no coherence in either team. In the first half especially, there was just nothing. I think Gazaniga had one save to make, which wasn't really, Richarlison spun and hit it straight at him. Other than that, I can't think of anything else he had to do other than a couple of catches. The same with Jordan Pickford at the other end. Spurs didn't look threatening whatsoever. Both teams just, I don't know, they just looked off it. Both teams devoid of confidence, obviously. Spurs poor away record. Everton, who were normally quite strong at Goodison, and have been quite strong at Goodison, just couldn't get going. There was nothing, every time we do a good bit of football, we get to the final third and it break down with the wrong pass, or they get a blocking or whatever. So really, really poor first half. Went in 0-0 at the break, came out for the second half, nothing. Again, the game started in exactly the same manner, both teams just giving the ball away or having nothing really in the final third. So, both struggling to get a head of steam up, really. And then Spurs took the lead out the blue. Alex Iwobi with a loose ball, terrible ball. And it come to Dele Alli, and he cut in, ran across us and finished it back across Pickford into the far corner to give Spurs the lead. And I don't think Dele Alli had a particularly good game at all, but he took his goal really well to give Spurs the lead. And then obviously the horrific incident with Andre Gomes. Son had already dived to try and win a penalty, didn't get it. Don't know why the referee didn't book him. And then there was a coming together with Andre Gomes, and I think Gomes might have caught him. I haven't seen that again, but Son was wound up and he run after Gomes and put a foot in from behind. And people can say, no, it wasn't that, it was Aurier or whatever. The Premier League have come out and released a statement saying Spurs can't appeal the red card because Son endangered the safety of another player by clipping him from behind and putting him off balance. So Gomes has ended up with a horrific leg injury. That's him for the season. Looking at what we've had before, it's at least, gonna be the pre-season if we see him in pre-season. Pre-season's a long time away, but we've seen Coleman out for basically a year, James McCarthy out for a year, and neither came back to the level they were before. We can only hope and pray that Andre Gomes gets back to the level he was before. And obviously all our thoughts are with him tonight because it's about that. Son was red carded, he was booked and then red carded. Obviously players were upset and what have you. Everton battled, brought Tosun on. Well, Tosun had already come on, hadn't he? But Tosun on, made the subs, brought Calvert-Lewin on, Gylfi Sigurdsson came on. And Everton, I suppose, the one thing you can probably take out of it, but not much more for me, is that they carried on going. And the real, there was a couple of bits of quality in the game. There was one with Tom Davies played a wonderful ball to Walcott, and he rolled it across, and Spurs defender got, I think it was Sanchez, got a foot in and deflected it just wide. There was another move where Dean, I think, cut it back on Richarlison, hit it, Gazaniga made the save. Don missed a good chance to equalise with an header, headed it over. And then the one real bit of quality, Yerry Mina, a lovely crossfield ball in behind Spurs fullback, Aurier. Dean volleyed the cross in and Cenk Tosun. I thought it was Dominic Calvert-Lewin at first at the match. And so did the person who done the scoreboard. But Cenk Tosun come in and got there just ahead of Dom and bulleted the header into the net to give Everton a point. And I suppose, you know, there was a VAR incident, which I have seen again now, which was a handball by Dele Alli. I don't know why that wasn't given as a penalty. There's no, you know, it took 3 or 4 minutes in the stadium. It's not acceptable. If you have to look at something that many times, you're looking for a reason not to give it. It hit his hand, so therefore it was a penalty. Spoke to one of the commentators after the game and he was like, it was a penalty, end of story. There's no real reason why it wasn't. We had the incident with Richarlison when he nicked the ball off Sanchez and he was clipped. That went to VAR and was ruled nothing, even though a few people have said that should have been a red card. So VAR is just not working, and it's making it difficult as a fan to invest in the game because everything's taking ages. There was the one in the first half where Walcott brought the ball down and was given the free kick against, booked, and there was a check for a red card at VAR, and you're like, what's going on? He just controlled the ball. Absolute madness. Anyway, the game ended, you know, the game's ended 1-1. The best thing I can take about it is we didn't lose the game. You know, Tosun, it might do him some confidence to get that goal, but we've not lost. Small mercies, I suppose, and we've ended with a 1-1 draw, and that's about it. You know, on a horrible day, we've lost our most creative midfielder. You know, the manager, whether you like him, don't like him, whatever, he's lost Gbamin and Silva, which would have been 2 of his 3 mainstays in midfield, and they're both out. Silva's Gomes is out for the season. Gbamin, who knows? January, February, who knows? You know, we seem to get an injury every week, it feels like at the moment. So there you go, 1-1. I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, let us know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe if you like. It takes a sec. If you want more videos, get over to Patreon, give the video a thumbs up if you so. If not, whatever. Have a good weekend. See you later.